Starting podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
We made it. We finally made it to 2021.
I'm sorry, but 2020 needs to go down the trash.
It needs to.
Go down the gutter. Goodbye.
It needs to leave because that was a painful year, really.
Lots of blessings, but
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, it was not pretty.
I hear
at
it was
all.
a good year for a lot of people, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For a good amount of people. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I'd say I
all
would
bad.
be one of them.
Wow.
Well, just because
Jin started, if you don't know, and I will tell it because I want to take the moment from him. Just
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Say
I'm kidding.
it. No, you started.
Okay,
Go for it.
sorry, I was just joking. But Jin actually, he got employed as a music teacher.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now let me say the next part. I graduated
Yeah.
and got employed as a music teacher.
Yes.
Started my master's.
All in the same year.
All in the same year. So half of you guys are probably
Ah.
applauding and the other half is probably thinking, what in the world is wrong with you?
Yes.
No, seriously though, what is wrong with me? Because I'm doing three. Well, now I'm going to go into 3 modes of learning. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no, we went 3 to 2
Mm-hmm.
to 1.5, back to 2, and now to 3. And that 1.5 is basically when all those students started switching from hard copy to online. But we'll save that on another podcast with other teacher friends who will be joining us soon.
Oh yeah. We were talking about some teacher friends.
Yeah, and
All music teachers, right?
yeah, we're gonna be having a lot of beeping noises on that one. But also, if anything, we got a new toy for Treble Island.
Yes, we
That sounds
did.
So ugly to say, but
Jin splurged.
I
He
didn't
splurged. That is
splurge.
also
My
a
other half
weird way
got
to
me
say
one.
it, too.
My other half got me this amazing microphone that came with a
Yes.
mixer, and now let's say, Robin, tell us a joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
I can't think of a punchline.
We now have sound effects.
Yay!
Like, for example, now I can virtually slap Robin,
Ow.
and if something bad happened, we can do like that.
Today's car crash of the week, or whatever.
Oh,
If we have a
and-
segment
And
like
if
that.
if Robin says something really bad, I can go.
Is this just gonna be you roasting me with that thing, that
Nah.
soundboard?
But in honesty, that joke, if you did say a good joke, I would have said. Or even.
Thank you. That is amazing. But before we go forward, we want to shout out Coco Stitching because they came through with some of the coolest hats I've ever seen.
Yeah, we will be. Oh, and what is on the cool hat? Oh my god. I need to scream that up.
On this very cool hat, Jen actually made another logo for Treble Island, and it's a little island. It's got a djembe sitting in the front and a uke, and on the tree there's an insignia that's like a treble clef, and it was. Ouch! Sorry, I accidentally hit myself and Jen burped, and that's why you're not. Oh, we're dropping things. This is going off the rails. Go ahead, car crash.
Car crash. What's a good one? We're gonna get this. What's a? Oh no.
Dude.
Shout
my
outs to
goodness.
Voco Pro.
This is so good.
Voco Pro streamer for this amazing.
Sorry, but in all seriousness, Coco Stitching, thank you. Yeah, Jin just dropped his hat. Coco Stitching, thank you so much for pulling through with this amazing hat. We can't wait to hopefully see more of it.
Is that merch?
Is it?
On the horizon?
Is it merch? I see it.
Probably. If y'all are probably thinking, what in the world? Episode 2 with merch?
Exactly.
Shoot, why not?
We're going all the way. But today, before we even get to our main topic, we just wanted to talk about some of the music that we like now and what got us there into that taste. And
snap! We're going
way
beyond.
back. Way back.
Let's start from middle school, because if we go to elementary, let's be real, that's gonna be straight up Fire Burning, Soldier Boy, and Cupid Shuffle.
Hey, what if that was my main playlist?
How old were you?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
No, because you're gonna make me feel old. Like how in the last episode, I remember JB's ukulele hunt, and that was like when I was like
Ooh.
single digit old.
Single digits? Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, me too. We're not that far apart. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
ridiculously
true.
far
We're not
apart.
like 13 years apart.
And plus, you're not old.
Yeah, I'm not old. Except
But
to my
sometimes you
students,
feel-
except to my students, I tell them that I am old because I look like a child. No, seriously though, I act like a child sometimes when I'm teaching, just cause gotta keep them entertained. Because online learning is very
Sounds
exciting, right,
Sounds
Robin?
painful. I mean, me personally, I'm naturally an introvert, so I dislike doing my work on my own, and I just don't want to.
So you hate online learning? That's what you just want to say?
Okay. I like online learning because they're not constantly bothering you. You could turn off your camera and you could just do your work, and that's basically all they really want.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your teachers tell you to turn on your camera, just turn on the camera. Unless you have a
just
good
turn on the
reason.
camera.
Unless you have a good reason to not to,
Yes.
then of course we understand.
Sorry, I don't know how you feel about the whole camera situation.
Oh no, I'm okay with it. It's just like as long as I have a legitimate reason from the parents, then of course I'm okay, because I have to keep in mind that some students, they might have issues like
Yes.
at home, and they don't want them to see that. And of course as a teacher, I have to be understanding. I know.
Right,
Actually, no, let me rephrase that. As a typical human being, I should be able to
Common
say
decency.
like common decency. I don't want to show my room, of course. You don't have to, but just please just email me in advance, and I could talk to your parents, kind of thing.
And there you go. That's how you get teachers to not catch you not listening.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Unless you're in college, then that's a whole different subject. And yes, I am class of COVID 2020.
Oh yeah, class of COVID.
Let's not talk about
Sorry.
when we went face to face to online, and thank you, UOG, for giving me my degree. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, let us go to our topic of how
Yeah.
What is our topic?
Our topic is basically just what the music we listened to and how we got there. For me, yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right, to those listening right now,
This is a deep cut. I mean, middle school is a time we all love to reminisce about.
I wonder what.
No,
you went
no,
to a
no.
Stonebow. Okay, this is understandable.
Whoa,
I went
what
to
is that supposed to
I
mean?
went to BMS. I don't know if I want to reminisce about that. Just joking. BMS, you're special in my heart. What a lovely school you are.
BMS, the beloved middle school.
No, literally, that's their school song. BMS, you're special in our heart.
Fun fact: I actually wrote the school song for Stonebow Middle School.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor then?
I will not sing it here.
No, can you write the one for August? If you guys are listening in and you guys have been to Agata and for some miracle you know the school song, because apparently no one knows it, please send yourself my way. I will give you a gratitude check.
Wow, gratitude check. It's just a check mark.
Of $5.
I was just gonna say it's just a check mark next to your name or something.
Oh,
gratitude check.
hey. Well, it's worth $5. That check mark is worth $5.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good.
No, seriously, though.
Yeah.
No one knows it.
Ooh.
So it's a mystery song, and now they're asking me to recreate it.
It's a mystery.
I don't know. Oh, it's a mystery. Do I have a
But anyway.
Sorry. That was gonna be a ooh.
Anyway, talking about, I guess, going back to when I first was listening to music, and I guess that's always your first love. Music's always your first love, kind of, right? It's always around, and you always enjoy listening to it. You may not
And it's a known
understand
fact.
it, yeah.
Before you start talking, you start singing.
Huh?
before a child talks, in order for them to learn, they usually la 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 la. They're singing,
That is pretty smart.
and that's how a lot of people will memorize things today is through music.
Okay,
Yep.
that's interesting. I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah, that's how I.
It's like the cooing, the baby cooing.
Yeah, the baby cooing, and then you could just listen to it. You're like, oh, that's music. John Cage, who would be so happy with me. And if you guys don't know who John Cage
I don't know
is,
who John Cage is.
YouTube
Sound
him
very
and listen to his
esoteric.
music, and you're probably gonna be wondering what in the world is he on.
My brain is will explode.
We'll go through the music after, and you're probably gonna be like, what in the world? But in middle school,
Yeah.
I want to hear. Okay. So we're gonna show like a big age difference right here. Robin, when you were in middle school, what kind of music do you remember listening to? Like, name some songs on the top of your head.
Man. Seriously? I listened to, I guess, Rocket Man by Elton John, Eminem, and One Republic.
Okay, we're not that far apart.
We're not. We're not really. It was a fun time. Well, I sang Secrets a lot.
Oh.
It was basically whatever I listened to was basically what I could sing and what I could sing for people. Like, so I would sing and listen to Secrets because I could play it, and it would be like. But going back, I guess when it all started was just my mom singing to me and me growing up in the church. That was basically, church gave me everything, like my first gigs, my first chances at really being a part of music and playing. I played guitar for my church, I think, since I was for the longest time. I think since sixth grade. Since sixth grade, I was playing every Sunday, and I've only missed like 3 or 4 Sundays.
And if you remember from our last podcast, he was also learning how to play the drums in 6th grade.
Hey.
Talented. Sorry. I'm having real much fun with this.
That is so cute. I love the soundboard. But yeah, so playing church music and playing Christian songs was really a big part. My mom she would sing to me. She would sing like lullabies, and they would all be church songs.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and I guess where my love of singing really started, because I never looked at my mom as a younger kid. I never saw. I was like, wow, she's so good at singing. I thought everyone sang like that, but I learned very quickly no.
Everyone can sing.
Everyone can sing.
Just gonna put it out there.
Everyone can sing. I do believe that everyone can sing.
Man, growing up though, like elementary, I would say elementary, I did listen to, well, because of my dad,
Yeah.
a lot of Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
I have My Way embedded in my brain. I'm not gonna sing it.
Same as my grandpa, yeah.
Yeah. I just realized how old I am. No, like I remember like growing up like around maybe like elementary, borderline middle school. It was like a lot of those old school songs, like all those old school love songs. My dad used to play it, and oh my goodness. And also, I guess in middle school, everyone goes through this phase. All right,
Just say it.
all right, class.
Just say it.
So let's go rewind back to the.
Does it have a rewind sound?
Do you have a rewind sound? No, the closest
Let's
to
make it with
the
my
closest to
mouth.
a rewind sound, it would be like. Oh, that's really loud. Okay.
That is pretty loud.
So, all right. People who grew up from 2000, oh my God, 2008 to 2011. All right. So we're going to throw it back to Crush by David Archuleta.
Whoa.
Oh,
I've
man.
never really listened to
Oh my goodness.
the Archuletas.
Yeah, by David Archuleta.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then we're also going to go Black Eyed Peas.
Oh.
I remember every single year there was always a Black Eyed Peas song that like I remember Boom Boom Pow. I remember oh my gosh, I forgot the others.
The
but there
Mama
was
song.
the Mama. Oh yeah.
What's wrong with the world, Mama?
But I like came out. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then there's also Mayday Parade,
Wow.
Mariana's Trench.
Yeah, I never
Hot
really
Shell
listened
Ray.
to. See, I didn't really listen to punk music, but go on. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a total different flip from what I listen to now. Like Hot Shell Ray, Paramore, Green Day. Oh my goodness, man, I'm. God, we were singing it the other week. We were singing it the other day.
Oh yeah,
We
are
were
you talking
singing.
about Mariana's Trench?
No, there was this other song like when the boys came over.
Yeah.
Oh, they all tested negative. Just put it out there. What song is that? They did Your Guardian Angel.
Oh yeah, red jumpsuit apparatus.
Yeah, man. Listening to that again, and then I'm just like, whoa. And then I realized something. There's a reason why I couldn't sing punk because oh my goodness, my voice don't. Please don't walk. No.
It don't do that.
It don't do that.
It could do that.
It could. It's just I need a lot of hot tea and soda and screamo music. Oh my goodness, I remember screamo like during my time. Yeah, this is like when everyone wore the color black, and then everyone had those metal studded belts. And okay, I'm gonna start busting out like all my wardrobe from middle school.
Wow.
And then
he was
black
a
everything,
Gauss.
long hair. Long hair. Every guy had
Hair
long
bangs.
emo hair that you realize
Man.
like 5 years later, why in the world did I grow that? And then
That is
I remember
rough.
there's this one trend. I forgot what it was. It was like you would buy suspenders,
Yeah.
attach it to your pants, and not even put them on your shoulders. I don't know
People
what.
still do that now.
Yeah, but have you ever seen it with red and black checkered?
Ooh.
Red, black checkered, or red and green checkered?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of dig that for some reason. There's something attractive about something not working the way it's supposed. Sorry, I'm getting into something that, like, ooh, fashion. Whatever.
It's just cause like also like looking at the music, it was honestly heavily. The music back then really influenced everyone's style. Like
Yeah.
even the way how everyone talked, like listening
Yeah.
to Mayday Parade or like even like Linkin Park, like we would be like, so guys, how are you doing? And I'm just like I know, right? Like
That's
like,
awesome.
Like people who used to like play guitars back then, like
Yeah.
this was before the youth became popular. Like this is like when guitars were like the in thing, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
We
like-
live on an island, and that wasn't always a popular.
well, people used the uke, but then back
Yeah.
then, like during my time, like it was like how many guitars going through the hallway, and you're just like, oh, look, there's a guitar, there's another guitar.
Wow.
Like my best friend and I used to bring our guitars to school every Friday. I dropped my guitar once, never again. But yeah,
Yeah, there's no worse feeling than hearing your guitar drop and you hear that.
that wood crack, and you're just
Ring.
like you're praying to God, like, please tell me that was the tile. that better be the tile. That better not be my guitar. And then like even my teachers
Yeah.
would be listening to that type of music too.
Yeah.
Well, the young teachers.
The younger teachers.
The younger teachers. Whereas to
Yeah.
the old teachers, I feel like I'm at my dad's house. But
yeah. Were you all? You were? Was it just emo during your middle school years? You think, or was it like? And Frank Sinatra, I know you had some of that too.
But I would also say it was when I also got introduced. What did I just say that correctly? I also got introduced to my favorite band, Queen.
Ooh.
My dad, I don't know where he got this. Got a bootlegged, you know Filipinos. They got that bootlegged, like pirated recordings of
Yeah.
multiple videos in one, and it was 3 DVDs of Queen music videos.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It was. So I remember growing up like around 7th or 8th grade. No, 6th grade.
Back up.
When he brought that, and I remember listening to Queen, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, and then I listened to Somebody to Love for the first time, and
Yeah.
I'm just here in my room. I got caught by my mom. It's like dancing in the middle of my room to Somebody to Love, and trying to act like all 4 parts, even though I couldn't sing at the time. And, like somebody to love, like it's just like Like, it's just so much fun. Like, I remember listening, and then I guess that was also the time when I started to realize, like, there's more to just music than just listening to. Because, like, when you
Yeah.
sometimes when you listen to your parents' music, you're just like, I don't want to listen to this. But then eventually, when you start to listen to some of them, you're like,
Yeah.
huh,
Yeah.
this is pretty good.
For
Like,
sure.
I remember one of the first songs I learned on guitar when I was in middle school was Hotel California.
Yeah.
I don't know how I learned that now. I'm like going back to it, just like I can't even play
Wow,
this.
you used to play guitar. That song is
Back
not
in the day.
too easy.
Back in the day when my fingers had calluses and for some reason my fingers were less fat, but then
You
I,
could still play now.
I could kind of play. It's just my fingers are so sensitive and
Yeah.
they hurt.
Oh,
I don't-
really?
Like I know for sure this year I'm trying to go. I want to learn bass though.
Oh, you should. But going forward, so from middle school, it was like some jazz from Frank Sinatra, punk rock, Mariana's Trench, Mayday, and then you also had some rock from the Eagles and Queen. That's a
Yeah.
good palette. I feel like that's
I'm
good to
surprised.
stick
I'm
with.
looking back at it
Yeah.
right now. I'm like, I wasn't a total dud
Yeah,
in
he
music.
had like the like a good spectrum.
Yeah, it was a pretty good spectrum.
Yeah.
But I could just imagine you because you basically live in a music household. though.
Well, for me, it was mostly church music. I came up in I came up in the church, so that's what we were listening to most of the time. And I think going from there and also being able to play it like kind of made it so these songs are not only songs I hear, they're also songs I play. And that kind of influenced the songs that I listen to. They're more wholesome, and later on I'd kind of really appreciate like the rawness and grittiness of other genres like punk rock and screamo, and
They're
but
not
I
easy.
know I was like I stayed away from it because I was like, man, that's so like cringy.
I know, like just thinking of some of the lyrics
But
now,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, what was I listening to? like put it this way: if I hear, like, let's say I have kids and I hear my kids like listening to that music, first I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
you got really good choice in music, but second, is there something wrong?
Are you okay?
Like, are you okay?
Do we
Like,
need
no,
to call?
no judge, but like, are you going through something? Because when I listened to this music, I was going through something.
Do we need to? Oh, do you think our kids would listen to the music that we listen to or no?
I pray to God they do, because I want them to.
Yeah.
Well, there's some songs I'm not going to show them, but some music videos. Oh hell no! But I would say like some music. Actually, no, I do hope.
Yeah.
Because, as a music teacher, I try to, like, try to put that for clout. I just realized.
As a music teacher,
Like, as a music teacher, I do want to influence students to say, like, hey, I want you guys to appreciate this type of music. Because without
Yeah.
this type of music, you wouldn't have gotten this.
Yeah, that's true. Everything can be traced back to.
Yes.
And that's what I learned from. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no,
but
go for it.
Yeah, that's what I learned. I think with playing guitar, it all like a lot of it just branches out, and you get into like math rock, you get into neoclassical, and you get into all this stuff. But then when you pull everything back, it all has like, especially pop music, it has its firm roots in blues music.
Yes.
And it was super, seeing how everything kind of
Correlates with each other.
came from that, and blues came from, I believe it was
Better
like
get this
African
correct.
chant.
There are.
I'm not entirely
Oh yeah, I
sure.
need to re-verify. Okay, everyone, if you're a music
We're
major
not
and if you're a music major and you're listening to this, I will review my notes. I'm studying
Yes.
for the music practice. I need to go through that. I know before any of you
This
guys
is a
call me
learning
out.
process for us.
Yeah, it's just like from I remember learning in music history that
Yeah.
music is related to each other some way somehow.
Yeah.
Like the
They're
music
all
that
related.
like this is gonna be like a crazy fact for everyone, but the music that we listen today would have not been here if we also did not appreciate like secular music in the past, like dating back to church music. Church music is where it all started,
Yeah.
and then we got the rebels who came into the picture, and then started like
Branching out from
reforming
that,
and
yeah.
reshaping the styles of music that we hear today. Plus,
Yeah.
also like the influences from different countries, different sounds.
Yes. Totally true.
To my people in Africa, I love your music.
Yeah, I know you've been big on the The African choirs.
Bruh,
That's not the soundboard.
they
That
are-
is-
they are- Hold on first. I'm like, I don't have corona. If that's what you guys are thinking.
That is the second time you said you don't have Corona on this podcast.
Well, sorry. It's just I come up with a lot of. I'm not gonna say that, but anyway, it's just like the only reason why I like African choirs, like the reason why I love their style is because of the fact that if you've ever watched a regular choir compared to an African choir, when you listen to
Yeah.
African choirs, you just want to get up and dance and sing and just like praise Jesus or something like. I know it sounds kind of a little racist, but I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. African choirs are amazing.
Yes.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
Their music is bruh. I've analyzed their music and it's hard.
Yeah,
like
it seems like.
and they're really smart. Like
Yeah.
they have skill. They got skills, especially gospel choirs. They got skills.
Oh yes.
I just realized, how did we get from like punk rock to gospel? But would you say that compared to middle school, because you like since you did
Yeah.
grow up from like from Christian music in middle
Yes,
school,
yes.
when you got to high school,
Yeah.
how did that go? Oh, I just Robin's face just went like, well, I got into rock band.
Yeah. Basically, well, yeah. When I started the rock band program, there weren't. Of course, you're not playing Christian music there, not primarily, unless you want to. It was mostly punk rock, and that's how I got into Green Day. That's how I got into Panic and other stuff, and then that's when I think I started listening to a little bit of rap during that time. And
We will have an
that's
episode where
primary.
Robin's gonna rap.
Then I will I will not rap. I will gush about it. I will gush about how much. By the way, I was so sad, and I'll introduce you to this guy later. But MF Doom passed away on October 31st, 2020,
Aw,
and I was So I'm not. Do you know MF Doom?
I've heard of him.
Yeah. So he's like one of the most He's like your favorite rapper's rapper. Like he was
Aw.
so technical, and his ability to rhyme words, like full on sentences, and make your head loop in a way that like it's like nothing like before it or after it. He's basically, well, rest in peace now.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I knew more about his music. But from the things that I've listened to, like I listened to like songs like Beef Rap and other things like that. I'm not well versed in the MF Doom, but
I'm
I'm
actually down
familiar
to
with
listen
his...
to this though, because I'm just
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah.
his playlist right now. Like,
Yeah.
this looks pretty good. Like,
I'm well acquainted with his influence on the rap music,
so
the
Robin,
rippity rap.
I like how you say you don't rap.
Yes.
But the other night, when the Lottie Tones boys were over, Homeboy was spitting out Rap God.
I couldn't spit out Rap God. I wish. That takes practice.
Yeah, that takes, like, I don't know. I've heard people say, like, if you do it in rhythm, you'll do it correct. And I was like,
It is.
yeah,
Well,
let me put 64th notes up here, like da 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 da.
rapping is, I feel like it's more percussive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, there is a sense of melody in it, but then it's heavily percussive. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Is that even a word?
So how
That's a
can,
word,
yes,
right?
yes, it's a word. But how in the world can you say, okay, well, I know we're being tangential and we're going off the rails a little bit, but how can you say rap music is not music?
That's true. I've
is-
heard that. Like, people like, I don't like rap music. It sounds so.
See, you're
not
already
music.
you notice like you already started with I don't like rap music, so there's already like a predisposition.
Yeah, it's just like how does that even start? Like first of all, if you're saying
Yeah.
you never listen to rap music, you probably didn't listen to good
Mm-hmm. Yes.
rap music. But I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you, like you probably were listening to your homeboy down the street trying to like pull out his next mixtape.
Hey, why you gotta do that to my homeboy?
Oh, sorry, Robin.
We got some good rappers on Island.
Yes, that is true. Like for example, like Jed, and also one of my old coworkers down at GTA. Like his work is so good.
Crazy. It's brazy. But yeah, I in middle school, was mostly. Did I have some rap in middle school? No, it was mostly high school. I was listening to like Kendrick Lamar, and after that I got into Jay-Z and Kanye. I'm on a Kanye tyrant right now, like super. Like I've been listening to Graduation, and that album is tight, yo. It's so good. Like listening, and the impact of Graduation was like, since we're not really used before that time. Like since we're just like kind of like in hip hop, it was like not really used in that sense. But then Kanye took it, he put a spin on it, and then people like, yeah, this is it now. This is what we're gonna be doing. This is how we're producing it. But yeah, that was oh, so good. Kanye, you're a genius. I believe you're a genius. There's a lot of people that.
Though.
Oh,
Kanye gospel music.
Sunday service choir.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all need to listen to that Sunday service choir because it's actually really, really good. Like I'm listening to it and just like like I just realized we're not live, so y'all didn't see me. I'm just like clapping and like putting my hands up. Like it's really good.
It's so good. The harmonies and the clarity of their voices and just the expressions. It's amazing.
Yep.
The Sunday service choir is phenomenal. And I wonder, do you ever see you performing anything like that?
I'll be honest with you. One of the things I do really, really want to study in the near future, or like soon, hopefully by this year, because I do really, is the science and the technique of gospel choirs. Because gospel choirs are hard because it's not typical. Like, yes, like, for example, like, in church, you see like, lead sheet symbols, you see like how to, playing the melody, like normally in church music, it's just the melody. But then sometimes you question, how are these people coming up with the harmonies like that? See, now that's the beauty of it. For some gospel choirs, from what I remember, like talking to some gospel choirs from Africa and also from the States, like some of my colleagues from the States, they told me that there's rarely any written sheet music for it.
That's crazy.
It's just they're doing it by ear. Like they're gonna be like, all right, our tenors, you guys are gonna be taking the fifth above, altos take the third below, and then basses keep us tight. Like, and I'm here like, really, that's it? And then out of nowhere, all you hear is like a really big gospel choir, and you're just like, where's the music?
Dude.
Oh, then they would look at me, oh, honey, we don't use the sheet music. We just feel the spirit. And I was like, my spirit's broken. I want to learn this. No, but bro, I do really, really want to learn because, like, especially like, man, I really do appreciate when like you hear like rap music, hip hop, and then you mix it with gospel. It's just like, whoo, it's like, like a fiesta. You get your potato salad and your red rice and your ham. And the salad.
There's this really fantastic song by Chance the Rapper. There's this live version, and Kirk Franklin.
Yes.
Yeah. So Kirk Franklin, he does that song. I thought Kirk Franklin was a woman, because I'd associate him with Aretha Franklin.
This is just like last week when you went from who was it? Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry to. Yeah, Steve Perry.
Steve Perry and Tyler Perry. You went from Medea to like
the lead singer of Journey. They're very similar names.
Yeah, and now we're going down to Aretha Franklin
and Kirk Franklin. Yes. Okay, but man, the Grammy performance where he's singing how great.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So good. Kanye. Was he on that?
It was so good, like, bro.
That's how that's how I feel about it, at least.
Like sometimes when you hear like some songs, you're just like, oh,
yeah.
So would you say like in high school, like since you went, what am I saying? Hello, mic check. Like, so you would say like your influences in Christian music did still follow you through high school,
for sure,
and then it also like at least heightened like what you know about music now.
Yeah.
I would say, man, I wish my story was like yours. Honestly,
no.
Mine was by accident. Like how I got into choirs was like by accident. Like what you guys know in the previous podcast. I can't speak. The previous podcast, how I got into choir because I just heard choir, but then I realized the other night that Another thing that also influenced me was people are gonna judge me.
No, they won't.
No, I
mean,
there's gonna be some that's gonna judge
If
me.
you judge Jen, I will go to your house, and I will.
Pray for you. I
will sit down and have a meal with you. I'll go to your house to do it. I won't take you to my house.
Oh yeah, don't go to Robin's house. There's a dog. A lot
Several
of dogs. Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
I would say Glee.
Yes.
Glee influenced me. Like I remember listening to whoa. What is that song? It's by Madonna. What is that song? Like a prayer. That gospel break that happens in the end. Boy,
Yeah.
that's when I'm just like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I remember staying up one night on Christmas Eve, and then I first got introduced to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Yo, those guys are awesome.
They are.
It's really good singers.
That's what you call a choir on steroids, because that's like. Just search them up. You'll understand. And then
they did this really you know Prince of Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it When You Believe?
No, it was
Or
not.
is
It was
it
the song where he's
Deliver Us?
Jethro is singing. That was like Moses's.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
The title's not in my head, but I know what you're talking about.
Through Heaven's Eyes. That's
There,
what it's called.
that
Yeah.
one.
I was like, look through Heaven's Eyes.
Yeah.
That was a super
Like-
nice song.
Like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, it is a dream to sing with them.
Yeah.
My mom would kill me though if I changed my religion, but I'm just gonna be honest with you though. Like, we're all free to choose our religion. Just putting it out
How
there.
high is your love for music? I'm willing to change religions to sing with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
I've known people who have done that.
Oh.
I will not say their names because I do not want to get thrown. But I'll be like, I remember going. Oh my god, you scared me.
No,
like,
sorry. I almost threw my head at Jen. I was making throwing a motion. If someone chooses to throw you, they'll have to throw me first. But go ahead.
If that's the case, then we're gonna get thrown together. I would say, going from middle school to high school, because mind you, I went from punk rock and then. It all changed when I went into Rhojine because all I listened to was military music. I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
This was a very interesting time in my life. I don't know what happened. And then
Military.
I was still listening to military marching music.
Oh, so like the bands
Like Stars and Stripes Forever.
Oh.
It was just those type of music.
Those were composed by something
Lord.
Sousa.
John Philip Sousa.
Yes.
Yes, I know my music.
Yes, people would have got so mad at me
people,
if they
if people who are in GTB are probably gonna be like,
I remember it by Sousaphone.
huh?
You know the Sousaphone? That's how I remember his name.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason why I remember this is Sousaphone.
Yeah.
Do you remember Kids Next Door?
Yes, I
Number
do.
2,
Yeah.
playing the sousaphone with his
What?
dad. I think that's the one.
I never really remembered Kids Next Door.
I'm really old.
Oh my gosh.
But I remember what was that? How do I say this? In high school, that's when I started listening to Coldplay. I know I'm really late before anyone. I remember listening to Fix You, and I'm just like, ooh.
Dude, Fix You, that song got me through some breakups.
Fix You got me through some weird times.
Weird times?
Yeah, very, very weird times. This is what I will not reveal that.
Coldplay was a late one for me too. I think I was later to most popular forms of music like the punk bands, and I guess Coldplay is kind of what's it? Coldplay and other bands like that.
Would you say that like your friends also heavily influenced you? Because I would say my friends were the one. Because I was an innocent child back then.
Yes.
I know half of you guys are probably clocking me for that. But I would say my friends also heavily influenced me for that. My long-haired, black-wearing, metal-studded friends.
Wow.
But
I cannot even imagine
I will
that
show
version.
pictures of it sooner or later of me.
We'll
in
post
my,
on the podcast IG.
on my. Oh man.
I'm just kidding. I mean, if you do it, I'll do it too. But
Our middle school. Oh, this would be a good header for the picture. Ooh, that would not be pretty. But in high school, I started listening to more pop music.
Yeah.
Pop music started getting like well no duh like pop music, duh. But I started getting more into pop music, and then that's when I learned the Ready Set band. You remember that one? The one who sang Love Like Whoa.
Yeah. How's that song go?
The one that goes like Love Like Whoa. Yeah, this is a very weird time for me. This was like in what, like freshman year of high school?
Someone out there gets it. I do not get it. Sorry, I'm not familiar.
It's just man, yeah. I would say, well, this is like early high school. You were in. Well, this is like my ninth grade year, and you were probably in sixth grade.
Yeah, that's not too far apart.
That's not too far apart.
Yeah, you're like an older brother. That's basically
true, and you're like a younger brother.
Yes.
But I only have 2 younger sisters.
What are you trying to imply?
Nothing.
What's your point?
I just have 2 younger sisters. I love my sisters. just putting it out there. Like, I don't know if my sisters are listening to this, because God knows.
Hello, Sea Stars.
The Sea Stars. Well, this is Roben, my virtual brother. Virtual brother. What in the world? But high school was when my taste in music I went full 180 on this. I don't know what in the world happened.
Oh, so were you So you listened to military music first because you entered in ROTC that year, your freshman year, and then.
Oh my God! I'm just thinking about it right now, and I'm like, what in the world is wrong with you, bro?
Well, what was after that though?
I moved schools and I went to JFK.
Yes.
I'm still listening to pop music. That was when One Direction came out. Justin Bieber.
Oh,
and then
hey, don't hate on Biebs.
I don't want to get attacked.
Singer.
Yeah, I don't want to get attacked.
You listen to him like singing solo and stuff with no band.
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh my gosh, like, dude.
I know some of you guys are probably gonna be like, he listens to Justin Bieber. Like, I would say I appreciate the guy's voice. His voice is really, really good.
It's really good.
Yeah,
like anyone I think who has sang solo, or you can really appreciate his talent, because when he sings with like no band behind him, it's just you. Your voice is just all out there, and you know how naked you feel without a band.
So scary.
Yes, it is super duper scary. And then when you're just like singing, because they'll hear everything, and Justin Bieber's voice, even as a kid, when they found him, I'm like, yeah, they just. Man, as a kid, I mean, of course, I was a Justin Bieber hater. It was funny to.
Everyone. Let's be real. Like, everyone hated it because they're like, he's gay. Well, guess what? 5 years later, little did we know. Well, I'm talking about myself, but.
Oh.
But.
Yeah.
I would say in high school, when I moved to JFK, that's when my taste in music changed, because. Homeboy got into choir.
Yes.
But then you got into a band. You got into a rock band.
And that's how I got into that, yeah.
You got into like different genres of, oh my goodness, like art.
But choir kind of like, it brings in all different types of genres to sing.
Yes, because my choir teacher, she was very adamant that, like, this is no haters, no hate to choirs who do themes, like, specific themes of, like, this year's gonna be a Broadway theme, next year's going to be a religious theme.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, I like theme concerts because it's a little easier to put in, but then like to put up because you are sticking to one type of genre.
Yeah.
Whereas to JFK, yeah, they do themes, like, but that's really rare.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I remember Mrs. Saban would tell me, like, I want you guys to appreciate the different genres of music. So you will learn jazz, you will learn pop, you will learn Broadway, and I got introduced to those type of music in high school.
Yeah.
Through choir, and the cool thing is that also, not only you will appreciate those genres, but you also appreciate the type of music that the people around you listen to,
Yeah.
because we also had a project where you would have to present on a specific artist, and everyone's artist had to be different. That's the hard part.
Ouch.
Can you imagine all the girls who couldn't choose Justin Bieber or One Direction? Now, so like you start to like learn like different type, like I started to have more I started to have more
Appreciation.
that's the word. Appreciation for like K-pop.
Dude, K-pop is
Actually
hard.
pretty good. That's hard too.
Yeah, well, sorry. The way I look at it, it looks difficult to me.
Bro, that choreography looks difficult to me.
Exactly, yeah. Because you don't have to be... Because you're basically a performer, and that means that you have to sing, you have to dance, you have to look
like you're having
beautiful.
fun
Yeah,
on stage.
And that too.
I remember going to UOG. That was one of that was my biggest issue my first year, because I remember when they put because in choir you're in like risers and you're in like different levels, and the focus is on everybody, and if you stick out, then you stick out. That's the last thing you do. Whereas to like when I went to college, everyone had to look like they're enjoying, and here's me, I'm like looking like a stiff potato on stage.
Yeah.
Like,
you do sound better when you smile.
yes.
Depends on the song.
Well,
but,
depends on the song.
For the most part,
don't do that in
yes.
choir. Well, yeah. Oh hell no! Don't do that in choir.
Well, when you're performing, it depends on the song. Like
Yes.
if the song is happy.
Yes, like
You
when
can't just-
Roben forgot to stomp on Trey. Okay, he just threw me his hat. Wait.
Let me tell you the story because Jen had to bring it up. So we're singing the song, and there's a lot of funny parts in this song.
Yeah.
So, when me and him were when we're in a choir together, Laddie Tones, we were singing the song, and the tenors have to come out.
I'm so proud of you guys.
No, not come out. Not come out, but we had to. We formed a train with our arms, and I have no idea how to explain it. It's like a 3-man train, and we're stomping, and we're supposed to go
Search
to
up
the
the video
front.
on YouTube. Trust me, because the explanation right now, I'm
You
starting
don't-
to like have different visuals.
You don't gotta search it up on YouTube, then I guess. Yeah. So, and you're supposed to stomp on beat. So it's like hard day. So, dude, on the downbeat, you're supposed to hard day. I don't know how to explain it.
Basically, long story short, he stomped on the part that he was not, or no, he forgot to stomp on the part, and homeboy was on the very very front row, and I like, to the naked eye it didn't look obvious. I'll be honest with you. So thank God for that.
Thank goodness.
But because we have video recordings, we can.
And can I also say, you also forgot to stomp.
I didn't forget.
Yes, you did. Tony
Tony was
say.
the one who forgot to stomp.
No.
Oh my God, I'm getting called out.
Tony's another singer in the Laddie Tones, but
Yeah.
coordination too. I guess when you're on stage and doing all of that is painful.
Oh. Yeah.
But when you said sorry, going back, have you been introduced to any new genres when you were singing in choir?
Yes. Broadway.
Oh, you were not a
Nope.
musical theater.
I am such a hypocrite because when I was young, I was like, theater. What?
Same.
Yeah, and
Kind
I was
of.
I was like, ew.
The only one I really liked was Les Mis.
On this episode, he brings up Les Mis. I'm just joking.
Again.
But
we'll have a Les Mis counter.
how many times Rhojine says that he was a teacher, and how many times did Robin say that? Oh, look what I found.
No, gross. Yuck.
Oh no,
okay.
this was a Rhea. Sorry.
See, everyone forgot to stomp on that part. It's not just me.
Yeah, and then you have Tony who stomps in early. But I would say, like, high school, the first musical theater song that I was introduced to, actually no, musical theater performance I was introduced to was Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, that's a crazy one to start with. St. Paul
Yeah.
did a production.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because our choir teacher wanted us to also be able to analyze, like, different styles of music. So,
Yeah.
that year, it was Phantom of the Opera and Rent.
Mm.
So, Phantom of the Opera and Rent. So, I learned, oh my goodness, I will sing those songs like it's nothing. Like,
Rent. I didn't really like the singing in Rent, to be honest.
I just love one song in there.
Oh, okay.
Not-
Was this not Seasons of Love?
No. Oh, well, I like the song.
Yes.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's so overplayed. I love it, though. I appreciate it. It's just that
It's not a bad song.
it's not a bad song. I
Yes.
really, truly love it. It's just, will I put it on play on a daily basis? No, I will not. It's just because I've heard it like too many times in the past. Oh my God, how many
Yeah.
years? Like, I would say, the part where it goes, when I lose my dignity. When
that
they're
Roger singing?
when they were in the circle in that AA meeting
Is it?
for the alcohol or for that drug.
I think so. I think I remember.
and then you start to see people fade away.
Oh.
It wasn't until later I realized that those people were dying, and I was like, oh, oh no! And it was like one of the most beautiful pieces. We'll listen to this. We'll listen to it after.
Okay.
But
that sounds
I would
nice.
say that was one of my favorite songs because it just stacks up so beautifully, and then it sounds so pretty, and then of course from Fan of the Opera, that's where like I learned the music of the night from that for one of my convocations.
Yeah.
And it's
What's a convocation?
so
I've never heard that
so
before.
okay, education time. So
Education time. Is there an education button that you have?
okay.
Victory!
That's so ugly. Maybe education. I would say. So. Oh wait, let me do. All right, time for education time.
Yeah.
Okay, so for education time, when you are a music major at the
Yeah.
university or in any university, well, they should be doing this. I hope that it is. A student is required to take private lessons every single semester. Okay,
Ooh.
so it is to improve their skills as a musician and to get better from where they've first started.
Yes.
Can't even speak. I think I should have taken English lessons. Then, so what happened was within that semester, the private voice or instrumental student has to do 2 performances, or technically 3.
They're like solo performances.
Yes. So the first one is called Convocation. It is basically where everyone gathers
Yeah.
to perform what they've been working on. So it's like kind of like, it is a serious performance, but it's not really like big high stakes. It's just doing it for fun. It's like but then of course it's just to show people like, this is what I've been working on.
This is what's up.
This is what you should expect soon. But you see, I'm showing you guys my growth. So we're showing everyone's
Yeah.
growth. That sounds weird. And then
The growth
you
is
have,
very gross if you're talking about it.
and then
Just had to. I'm sorry.
you have jury.
Jury. That
So
sounds.
scary.
Yes.
It's exactly what it's. Okay, so put it this way. So convocation was for fun. It's just like, just have fun, just sing. Well, you should be having fun overall, but juries where things get kind of like more serious. A little more serious. What in the world? So in jury, what you do is you are now performing, but you're being adjudicated, meaning that you are being scored by the music faculty. So there's usually like 4 to 5. I remember the most I've ever experienced was 6 at a time.
Yeah.
That one was scary. So there were like 6 professors who's adjudicating you in multiple things, such as like your rhythm, your breathing, your
Ooh.
vowel, like your placement, your
Yeah.
intonations, like how well are you singing? It's like, are you going flat? Are you going sharp? How was your
Whoa.
interpretation of the song? Are you rushing it? Like,
Scrutinize.
does it sound natural or does it sound a little like you're dying? So that's the best way I could explain it. So you go through that, and then you're basically you're trying to show your professors,
Yeah.
my name is blah blah blah, and I have studied this, and I feel like I want to show you how much I grew as a musician. Then all the professors come together to compile a listing,
Yeah.
getting the cream of the crop of the students, and they will go to the third level of the performance, which is the recital, the student recital.
Oh, okay.
And if you make it to the recital, that means, you did really pretty well. If you didn't, then, you just got to work a little harder next time. But it's
Oh.
not to discourage you. It's just to tell you, hey, you were good. It's just that we need to work for you to work on your skills to
Yeah.
get you better. Because we know that you can do so much better than this.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. It's just during jury, I don't ever look at any of my professors. I don't look at anyone. I look at the back of the door because I'm
Yeah.
freaking out because some of my jury
Crazy.
pieces were crazy. Like I had one that was 10 minutes long. Which brings me to my influence in high school of choir music. Yeah, I did this one song called "The Trumpet Shall Sound." Y'all should search it up. It's 10 minutes of runs, and trust me,
The trumpet what?
the trumpet shall sound.
Shall sound?
Yeah,
How do you
it's
spell shall sound?
SHALL and then SOUND.
Okay.
Shall, one word.
Oh,
Sound.
the trumpet shall. I thought it was like a trumpet. But I was like, what's a shall sound?
That, my friends, is gonna be a highlight.
sorry.
That'll be a highlight.
I don't know.
So, yeah, because it's from this oratorio. So an oratorio is a type of musical setting that explains the life of God, and this part was when he was born, the trumpet shall sound. Yeah, this is the part when he was about to be born, and the trumpet is sounding and stuff.
Oh.
And it is a 10-minute piece, mind you guys. I started the piece and I was like, cool and all, but
Yeah.
at the end of the piece, I was sweating because I'll show it to you after this, and you're probably gonna be
Sounds
like, what in the world?
crazy.
But you should do that song.
Did you do that in high school or no? It was
No.
only in college.
I did mostly classical in college, but then in
Yeah.
high school it was mostly pop, jazz, and Broadway.
Yeah. The furthest extent I went to doing anything like that was a performance for a festival called the Tuman Bay Music Festival. And I did
UBMF?
my solos. Yeah, so I did my solos. Jin is actually a part of that festival. He's a part of one of the committees, and he is amazing. I'm a part of his committee. He works very hard.
Yeah, I'm the conductor of the Concordia.
Wow, Concordia is the mass choir.
Oh yeah, I love my Concordia kids. They're amazing. You guys are amazing.
Concordians?
Concor-
That sounds like an accordion.
Concordian. Okay, Concordian. I love
You
my
should
Concordia
get them
kids.
stickers or something. And
Concordian?
yes, that sounds super funny or it sounds nice and cheesy.
Well, technically, they're going to be going on cycle 3 now.
oh,
Concordia is going to go on cycle 3 now.
I have no idea what cycle 3 means.
It'll be the third year as
Oh, okay.
Concordia.
Okay. Cycle means year. Makes sense.
I'm sorry, I still can't get over shell sound.
I was thinking like shell sound. I was like, because I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. But yeah, it was just like, influence in high school. Then, you get to college and then then you start to listen to, go into like a different tangent, like
Yeah.
classical music, jazz,
Wow.
island music. Thank you, GTA.
Your roommate has a great playlist.
Oh, yes. My roommate, Amanda, she is from North Carolina. She is what I call the definition of a very, very colorful playlist because, like, you will have things like oldies and also, like, really, like, cool modern songs. And it's just,
Yeah.
like, it just makes sense. Her
Where-
music style to make sense.
Oh my gosh, we were listening the other day to like a bunch of, and it was like a playlist called Dinner Party or something like that. And it was like such good music. I was like, I need this. I'll actually ask for it later. If
Ask her for her 21st birthday playlist. It's actually
it-
really, really good.
it's really good.
We were baking cookies to it, and I was, like, singing out loud. It was
She's
so bad.
21?
Huh? No, she's
No,
25.
yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Or turning 25.
Who am I
I'm sorry,
thinking
Amanda.
of?
She's turning 25. It's just that her style in music is so good. Like,
Wow.
like it's like, man, I think she should be more of a choir teacher than me because she does have like a really like wide genre of music. But aside from our friends and parents, would you say your teachers also like influence you though? What the heck was that?
It was me like you know how you go like when you breathe in and you make that face with your teeth.
How about your teachers though?
Influential, my teachers. Not really. I think mostly it just came from performing. A lot of it came from wanting to do the songs or singing the songs that I listen to. So right now I'm listening to a lot of, if you guys know, Mac Ayres. He made the song called Easy. I've been listening to a lot of him because his voice is in my range and he's plays some super good.
Oh yeah, that's another
jazz.
influence. That's another
yeah.
That's another influence. Our range. As you can see, I like music that I can actually. We both like music that we can actually sing.
Yes,
but
yes,
here's
yes,
the
yes.
problem.
Yeah.
Robin is a tenor and can sing most of the songs. I'm a baritone or bass baritone that will. Like the moment there's a high part, I'm like, take it away, Robin. I'm not gonna sing that part. Like
you can sing those songs, but just in like falsetto or head voice.
No, it's not the same.
That's true, and I think there's like a stigma with having to switch to head voice or having to switch to falsetto. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. That's what I always tell kids.
Just know I'm judging you if you do.
Like I said, it is not a bad thing.
I'm kidding.
He's just saying that because he was in Les Mis.
You mentioned it, not me. That will not go on the counter.
But if you can't sing high, the other trick is you harmonize and harmonize lower, but then you're doing the upper harmony, but then in a lower octave, and it just makes everything sound so cool.
Yeah.
And that's how you save your butt and impress people without actually singing high.
I actually sorry, I don't know. Are you making me cough? Huh?
I don't have COVID. We're just cracking up and the room is freaking warm.
Yes. What was I saying?
What were you saying? I don't know. You were saying something, then looked at your phone and then coughed.
No! I'm so confused now.
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. I was not ready. You should play the car crash sound effect. This is where...
the car crash?
What were we talking about? So we're talking about vocals. We're talking about we're talking about vocal range and then being okay with singing in head voice or falsetto.
Yeah, it's just.
Then what happened after that?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Oh wait,
either.
let me go off tangent real quick.
Yes.
So I want to say thank you to Robin because he inspired me to come back to church, and I went yesterday. And now I'm singing at Santa Barbara. Now. Well, I realized that a lot of the church music is meant for upper voices. I learned that the hard way because during the Alleluia part, I had they told me, "Hey, can you take the upper harmony?" And I was like, "Oh, it's not." And I looked at the sheet music and it wasn't that high. Then the moment I realized they're playing it in a different key, that is 3 steps up, and I'm like. Oh. 3
whole steps or 3 semitones?
Oh no, 3 half steps. Semitones. Dang. He bougie. So basically, when I tried to do the harmony, I cracked, and then all I remember was I heard it echo through the whole church.
Oh snap!
So
it's okay. I mean,
it happens.
Yeah, it totally happens. I think when you're performing, you got to remember: does anyone really care besides you?
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Until you see people in the church go, huh? No, like that. No, it's so bad. Okay, so like also aside from influences and also like stuff that the influences, like the thing about it is that when you grow up listening to music and not only listening, like I think Robin, you can relate to it, like studying it.
Yeah.
And like surrounding it with your life. Mm-hmm. You tend to become what I call the term music snobs, where I will be listening to a performance, or I will be listening to a performance, and then like people will be like, "Oh my God, she sings so good," and then like she's singing, I'm like rocking to it, and then here's the climactic part, and then the note is almost correct, and then I'm here like, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, no, no. But then, see, there's a thing from like, there's a difference between being a music snob and also being a person who encourages people.
Yeah.
I would say that
No, of
you and I are
course.
like more like we try to encourage people. It's like people, like especially like
No,
people.
I hate people.
Oh, oh, whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm taking this to a whole. Okay,
No,
so he
I'm
hates
just
people,
kidding.
and
I'm
I'm
just
joking.
kidding. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Yes, I try to encourage, and I think that's the only way to go, because
Yes.
if you're constantly putting people under pressure, then the point of music is to have fun and to enjoy it, and that's the reason why we sing and
Yeah.
why we do what we do. If you're going to constantly pressure someone who, who, I don't know,
Who's still learning?
Yes,
like
yes,
someone who's like
yes.
still like trying to like find their voice.
yeah.
It might freak them out,
Yeah.
and it
There's
might
a healthy
discourage
amount
them.
of pressure you could put on.
Yes, that is
But if
so
you're
true.
but if it's constant, then you're kind of it kind of like just ruins the whole point, right?
And
You're
it's just
supposed to
like
be
you're like,
enjoying
what's
it.
the point of this? If you're saying that I'm bad, then you know what? Screw this. Bye. Whereas
Later?
Whereas to like saying to someone like I believe you can do better. We'll work on this.
Yeah.
You got this. Your voice is
Yeah.
like your voice is getting stronger. Like I've experienced saying that to like my colleagues, at UOG, and also
Yeah.
even my friends, my students select. like some of them, I remember like receiving like emails saying like I feel like my voice isn't good enough for this project. I don't want to do it. I feel discouraged, and I said no. I just want you to try. It's okay.
Oh.
And it's just like it does take place like growing up. I listened to like so many different types of music, and
Yeah.
then some of them I can't sing up to today. Thank you, Mariana's Trench. Thank you, Panic at the Disco. So
That's not, well, you don't have to feel bad about Panic.
Yeah, it's just
Brendan
that-
Urie he's
dude, his voice is like like I'm beyond that.
he's crazy. I think he makes music to show off how good he is.
But let's be real, he is really good.
He's super good. I
It's
love
just
Brendan
that
Urie.
like to be a music snob or to be like like even like oh my god, did you have people like who used to judge you for your taste in music?
For my taste in music, not really. I've had people judge me. I think I remember, one time, I was performing, right? I was on stage. I think this was at the mall, and we had an audience, and I was singing "Dive" by Ed Sheeran. That song is hard to sing.
Yeah.
And especially Ed Sheeran's like a high tenor.
I
And
tried to sing him for. I was about to use him as one of my Vivace songs. No.
It's a hard song to sing. But thankfully I didn't go off key. But there not that I think about it too often, but I remember my friend at the time, she was just saying like, "Oh, I was watching and like you did really good. I was just listening to these girls who were in front of me, and they were saying like, oh, like before the performance, I was like, he doesn't really look like he could, sing or." And he's like, "Man, he did. I didn't." And then when it was over, it's like, "Wow, I didn't expect him to sing like that." And I was like, "All right."
See, now there's no.
No, I mean, but it never really bothered me because I feel like as long as your relationship is with the music
Yeah.
more than it is with the attention, then that's when you could really block out the BS.
Yeah, it's just like like at the end of the day, what matters the most is what you are putting yourself out
Yes.
into. Like you know that you're doing this for your good,
and that you love music.
and that you love it.
Yeah.
But let's be real. The cherry on top is the moment you prove people wrong, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what truly matters the most, aside from that, is the fact that you're doing what you love to do at
Yes,
the end of the day.
yes.
And I truly, I 100% believe that. Like, oh my goodness, like you could be the best singer ever. It's just
Yeah.
that if you're bragging on a constant basis,
Yeah, then I don't think. Then what are you really? I guess.
like,
what
what's
is
your
that?
motive?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it to
yeah,
be
yeah.
popular, or is it for the love of it?
Yes.
Like, especially,
And you can brag and be good at music.
yeah, you can brag and be good. It's just that it can get very distasteful.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I'm not gonna say that. So,
And that in a way that's why we started this podcast.
yes, because it's like at the end of the day, like people might be listening. Like some people might be like thinking, am I gonna make it? I used to have those thoughts too. Like in my first years in college, like, am I gonna be successful as a teacher?
Yeah.
Hell, am I gonna be successful as a singer? Like, because me, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna put it out there right now.
Yeah.
Nobody has, not even you know this.
Mm.
Stupid me literally forgot that I have to learn how to sing before I can teach. So. I know, right? It's so bad. That is so bad for me to say.
No. That is totally okay.
Nah, but it's just because, like, like when I really look at my taste in music, it's just, guys, one advice I could give to everyone out there, too, who's probably listening to Kolohi Kai right now. Dude, change the station.
What?
No, he's a cool thing. It's just that I would say...
Love Chloe Kai.
Take your chances. Listen to some random
Yes,
genre that
yes.
you never... Bruh, when you're getting mad or going running, listen to classical music.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. That thing will actually get you...
Hype you up.
Dude, Beethoven, bruh.
Well, here's a better way to phrase that. Maybe what you want to say is that instead of listening to your own, type of genre, just explore a little bit. Find out what influences the people that you like the most, and see what's like the odd one sticking out.
Yeah.
And then get into
Just
that.
put your toe in the water. Be like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like,
and then maybe you'll find something that you never discovered, and maybe you'll learn more about yourself.
yeah, like, for
as you do
example,
that.
in high school, have you ever seen 20 people run out of a choir room screaming Masquerade from Phantom of the Opera?
Oh.
Masquerade! Like, people were like screaming outside, and everyone was like, "You guys watching it too?" And then I'm just here like, dude, this is so weird. And then when it was weird because, like, that was me in my junior year.
Yeah.
I became, when I was in senior year, and I was doing, like, being a TA, and you could see everyone walking out, like, singing the Rent songs, and you just hear everyone's like, what song is that? It sounds so cool. And it's like, oh, it's a musical. And everyone's like, what? And I'm here like, this is so cool. I love it when
musicals.
People do that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, me too. If I never branched out, I would have never, because when you get into that music, like musicals, right? I would have never discovered, the the musical community, the theater people who have been one of, the closest people I've met. People who are in multiple bands of different genres. You never really would have met them if you weren't actively pursuing it. So get out of your comfort zone a little bit when it comes to music, because in the end you'll discover more about yourself, and you'll never know what you can find.
So, aside from high school and middle school, now the weird part, college.
That one is actually, there's like a part where your music taste kind of plateaus, and that, for me, that's college. Well, I
don't
did
know.
get
My musical taste has been like I've been doing figure eights. Like, let me just grab this real quick. What? We're gonna do a song about a train? Okay, let me try it. And then I got introduced to the real group.
Yeah.
Acapella with jazz, bro.
Shoosh.
It's like acapella on steroids.
It is. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, if you take Peter Hollins and just like add some jazz into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would say in college, because you're surrounded by actual musicians that like, for example, Fat Tofu, John Dank.
Oh yes, super good.
Or shout out to Sabrina, the Dolls.
Oh, the Dolls.
Oh my goodness, I remember like listening to them for the first time. I was like, this is so cool.
My brain literally exploded when I saw. I believe I didn't even know if it. I didn't even know Sabrina at the time. Sabrina, last name. Porras. Sorry, Sabby. We call her Sabby, but
Sabby
the
Sax.
Sabby Sax. I thought you said Sabby Sax. I was like, I don't think she's
Sabby
gonna like
Sax.
that.
She's amazing.
She's so good. What's her ad on Twitter? Or not Twitter?
On Instagram at Sabby Sax.
At Sabby Sax. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, she was, I would say, let's be real, OG musicians. She is
My
too
brain.
good.
Dude, when I first saw her on stage, my brain exploded, and when she was like ripping a sax solo and then she was singing after, I was like, is this even possible?
Oh, trust me, Sabrina. Oh, hell no, shit. Anything is possible with her. She doesn't
She's
just
so
play.
good.
She doesn't just play the sax, so she plays multiple. Well, duh, she's a band teacher, but she's really good. Like honestly, she's also one of my biggest inspirations at
Yeah.
UNG. Like, homegirl has helped me get my crap together. Put it that way. Like,
Ooh.
and my first years, like she's like, you can do this. Like she's also very encouraging. Though,
Yeah, yeah.
in a very creative manner that I cannot say.
I guess I kind of got a little into jazz. This guy named Ben from the OG music program.
Ben
Uh,
Urbano?
yes, yes,
Ben
yes.
Bassman.
Yes, so good. He's introduced me to the song called Haitian Fight Song. Oh,
I didn't know this was it.
it's so good. I got a little bit into that, but I haven't really expounded upon my current tastes.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
just-
should. While I'm preaching out here, where you should expand your taste. While
Yeah.
I'm not, I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I'll continue
It's
to
just
explore.
like- it's just-
I'll get into.
We've just been so
yeah.
busy.
yes. I'll get into a new genre, and I'll let you guys know how it is next podcast.
Yeah. And also, just letting you guys know, post college, I'm literally like diving through howleonard.com, which is also the website where music teachers get their sheet music. Like
Wow.
listening to pop music and then listening to, because like I would ask my kids, like, what songs do you guys want to do? And they would give me their pop music.
Why are you always in
selection.
the mood?
Like there's
What's
also,
the other ones like?
there's also-
Corvette.
Oh my
Sorry.
goodness. Bruh, you do
just
know
thinking
there's
about the
that
TikTok
one
songs.
arrangement of, now watch me whip, now watch me name. And
that
I'm
the-
like, oh,
Is that the one
no.
with the kids?
Yes.
I
those
love
mi-
that one.
Oh, I don't love that.
Why?
I'll be honest with you,
kid-
the harmonies are really tight though. But
They're pretty good.
But
But then the kids are like, they're having so much fun. It's adorable. To me, it's adorable.
can you just imagine me conducting that? Can you imagine me telling kids, all right, kids, now you guys got a whip. All right, Nene. No, not Natalie. No, not Nene like that. No, the other way. The
Natalie,
other way.
no. You can't
Who's
spell Natalie,
Natalie?
without Nene. Well, you can't. Yeah.
No, like, and then.
You can.
Can you just imagine that? Like there's also that one TikTok of an orchestra like da na 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 na, and then you see the choir conductor, the orchestra conductor like dabbing and like feeling
Dude,
stuff, and I'm
that's-
just like, no.
I saw one for like the greatest rap songs of all time. There's some kind of orchestra that did that. And it sounds so good. They did songs like "Forget About Dre."
Oh,
and
I
other
was
stuff.
gonna think
And the
about
Snoop Dogg
that
song.
choir that I showed
is-
you last week.
No, it wasn't that. We tried to record an episode last time. It
Didn't go well.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
But this was good.
This one was good. It's very
Yeah.
fruitful. What was I gonna talk about? I will get into another. I'm thinking I'll expand more on jazz, and I'll come back more on that. I'm gonna come back with like a cigarette and just like.
He doesn't smoke, guys. Well, I hope.
No, I do not. I do not partake
Jazz?
in the smoking because it actually scares me. I don't want to ruin my voice.
Yeah.
And I have asthma.
Oh, I cannot risk it because my grandpa, God rest in peace. He told he passed away from lung cancer, and he told me that he'll haunt me if he sees a cigarette in my mouth.
Ouch.
Nicotine, tobacco, cigarette, people. Before any of you guys called me out, but I would say like jazz music didn't really made a big impact. Sadly, until my last 2 years ago.
Oh man. Well, it's never too late to get into it, I guess.
Oh,
You
trust
want?
me.
Should we make a jazz playlist for each other? And
Yes.
we'll talk about it next
Oh
podcast.
boy, I am ready. If you guys want to listen to our jazz playlist, just let us know and we'll put it up on the podcast.
It's probably not gonna be very good. Maybe.
I'll just steal
I hope
Diane's
it'll-
playlist. I'll steal Diane's playlist. Like that'll be a good idea.
That would be amazing. But yeah.
Oh wait, no, we're not gonna. That's not amazing to steal someone's playlist, but just ask them what's their influences.
Well, we'll explore, and we'll
yeah,
we'll talk to you guys next time.
about that.
Yeah, and I think this is a good place to jump off. Maybe not jump off this. Don't worry. Don't do this.
I was gonna be like off the second floor.
This is the third floor.
Well, there's a pool outside.
Is there?
Yeah,
Wow,
but it's
he's
full.
bouge.
Nah, it's full of algae and frogs, but nah, they haven't fixed it. They haven't fixed the pool yet since 19 Forgotten or something.
Whoa.
They could have at least filled it up. Oh well. But yeah, I think this is a good place to jump off.
Yeah.
And right now we're thinking of what is going to be our topic next week.
Next
but
time.
we might have a person over.
Ooh.
We need to get a person over.
Pray tell.
Yeah.
We're on it, guys. Don't worry. It'll happen.
It'll happen. Well, oh yeah, but sorry that we didn't put out an episode for the past 2 weeks. We were on break mode.
Oh,
guys.
yes.
Let's be real. We're on break mode. I'm on teacher break mode.
I think you're starting your semester next week, same as me.
Yeah, we start on the 4th.
Yes, sir.
And then hell breaks loose on the 19th.
Yes, sir. And then we'll figure out everything but there. But thank you guys for listening.
Yes, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Also, follow us on social media on Instagram at Treble Island Podcast. So
Woo.
Treble as in, not trouble, but treble, Treble. Right? That's how you spell it.
Yes.
Island. If you guys don't know how to spell that, I'm going to be really concerned. And then podcast. Pod as in Tide Pods and without the S, and cast as in injury that people ride on. Do people still do that? So Treble Island Pod cast.
Fuck.
Treble Island.
Who else did
podcast.
we mention? We mentioned Amanda.
Yeah.
Her ad is Minnie Bateman.
Yeah, so M-I-N-I, so Minnie as in Skittles Minis, and Bateman as in Batman with an E in the middle.
We mentioned Sabby.
So at Sabrina.
Yeah.
At Sabrina, hello. Sabby Sax, SABBY-SAX. Y'all should follow her because, dude, man, she's also
So
working out
good.
like crazy. She's inspired a lot of my friends to work
Yes.
out, and I have
She
lost
makes me feel very lazy.
15 pounds because of her. Thank you, Sabby.
And Ben, do you know his at Burn?
Hold up real quick because I know
Hold up.
this is going to be so
We're
interesting.
shouting out our local
local musicians right now. Okay, so his own is B Urbano Bass. So BEURBANO BASS.
And with that,
We thank you.
all right. See you
Wait,
guys
I just realized I
later.
think that's copyrighted because I was from Tosh
Huh?
I think that, and for that,
I've never heard that. They can't own a phrase.
I don't know, man. Tiffany and Co owns a color.
Yeah,
Happy
that's still
birthday is
crazy to me.
copyrighted, so
That's true. And maybe we could talk about how that hinders artistic expression.
oh yeah. And also, well, the national anthem is public domain.
But anyway, we shall see you on the next one.
Week. All right, next one. God knows when the next one's gonna be because we go back to school, so we're gonna keep.
We're
this
gonna
going.
make a schedule. Don't worry, we'll be very organized.
very
Wink,
very.
wink.
We're getting it done right now.
See you guys later.
All right, escalators.
You want to put an applause or something? All right, bye guys. We'll
Okay,
see you
bye.
later. Later. Just slap.
Wait, hold on. Before we go, what is this one? Oh, okay, guys. We'll see you next week. Do you guys want us to end this?
Oh no!
Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Bye.
Bye.